Hi, y'all. Good day. Today, the topic is a little bit discouraging, but you also need it in your life to grow. So, the topic is giving up. And yes, sometimes we do need to know when we have to give up. Not because you're not good at it or you don't like it, but because you know it's something that's not sustainable for the long term. Something that drags you down and something that doesn't keep you growing. That's when you know you should give up. And this applies to many things like work, relationships, hobbies, anything. Sometimes you have to know the limit. Of course, as humans, we try, and some people give up easily. I'm not really the type to give up easily, and I'm not saying you should. It's not something that sounds good, obviously. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm giving up because I can't do it, or I'm not doing it good enough. You have to know where to draw the line. It's not healthy. For example, my previous relationship, it ended not because I didn't want to try, but because the other person didn't want to try. And you have to give grace in that. And you have to find peace. There's no point. Especially for a relationship, it doesn't work when you're the only one who wants to keep it working. I'm not gonna keep waiting because that's just a waste of time, not gonna lie. So yeah, for relationships, one person doesn't want to try anymore. It's just not worth it. You have to let go. You have to give up. And I've learned that the hard way. I was always the one that's like, no, let's try again. Like, we could fix things. Let's go to therapy, couples therapy, whatever. Actually, my ex suggested it first. But anyway, I'm trying so hard to convince myself and my ex that things will work out as long as we try. And you know what? Maybe it would have, but he didn't want to try. And that's where we are now. And the only thing I can do is to give up and let go and move forward with a better life, Can't keep yourself stuck. It's like keeping yourself trapped when the other person is outside. You have to let yourself go as well. Relationships are difficult, but it only works when both sides want to try. Yeah. And also for work. Ooh, I also have another story for you. I recently got a new job. It's a good position. The salary is not bad, it's pretty good. Not to brag, but for my age, the salary in the position was pretty damn good. But you know what was not good? Literally everything else. Overworking every day. No work-life balance. How do I put it in a way that's not that bad? The higher-ups don't really give a f*** about the employees. I couldn't stay there. I think I worked there for a week, and it was mentally exhausting. My mental health declined drastically after 1 week of working there. Can you imagine? On my second day, I was the last to leave. And I had to work weekends and even holidays if needed. And, it was too much for me. It drained me. My mental health declined. And at the end of the day, I know what I have to do. I have to put my health first. I have to make myself the priority. Because if I don't care for myself, who will? Although I am abandoning a good position, I feel like the salary, it's worth more than whatever I was making. So it's not worth it. I know I can find better. I literally just quit, so it's fine. Yeah, that's when I knew I had to give up on that job, because even though it sounds good on paper, it was not it for me. It drained me. Whenever something makes you feel worse, makes you pause, makes you feel bad about yourself, makes you feel stressed, all the negative things, once you feel that, maybe it's time to give up. But don't give up just because you think you're not good enough. That's a whole different issue, okay? Sometimes we have this thing where we think we're not good enough, even though it's not true. Okay, that's a bit different. It sucks because maybe other people will tell you you're not good enough, and that's also not true. So that's not the case, okay? You only give up when you realize, damn, this isn't good for me. Okay? This will make me into a bad person. This will destroy my life. This will destroy my mental health. It will destroy my relationships with my family, with my partner, you know? Only the things that really ruin your life and makes it go downhill. Those are the things that you need to give up on. Okay? There are instances where you have to keep going even when it's hard. This job, yeah, I could have toughed it out for 1 month. My mom was even like, you should keep going until you really can't. Yeah, I could have went for like maybe at most 3 months. But you know what? My hair will all fall out. I will get acne everywhere. And the money that I make, it'll literally be for my treatment. Hair treatment, skin treatment, and all the money is gone again. And I cried every day on my first week. It's so bad, I know. No shade. I knew it was not a good idea for myself. I'd rather get another position, a lower position, even lower pay, as long as it's not draining me mentally and physically. But yeah, let's move on to the things we should not give up on, okay? We should not give up on our goals, long-term goals. How you get there is something you have to work on. Okay? You have to get there. You don't have to get there efficiently, but you just have to know that you'll get there someday. Another thing is your passion. Don't give up on your passion unless it's something that's really not feasible. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be a baker. And my mom's like, you won't be making money. You know what? Now it's not even about the money. It's like, I don't even want to be a baker. I realize I'm not going to be good at it. But you know, if you really have a passion to do something, like you've been dreaming about this since forever and you still want to do it, then don't give up just because someone says something to you or the economy for that job is not good. Careers are only worth it if you're happy. Really. What's the point of living if you're not happy? What's the point of being in a relationship if you're not happy, right? The main goal is to be happy. Okay, lastly, don't give up on people unless they've really damaged you. They're not a great person. That's when you give up on them. If they start praying for your downfall and they show it and they're very obvious, then you should know you have to cut them off, okay? Whether it's your partner, it's a friend, even family members, you know, if they're really hurting you, you have to draw a line, you know. Not that you'll never interact with your family. Toxic people don't deserve you. And I know it takes time and it's hard, but you shouldn't be with someone toxic. I'm not even gonna lie, I have a lot of things on my plate that I just do and then I suddenly pause. For example, I make music. It's kind of like a whenever I feel like thing. It's not that I'm giving it up, but I'm just keeping it in, I'm keeping it in queue. So whenever I have the motivation to make music, I jump into it. I kind of have this thing where I rotate my hobbies. Maybe it's just an ADHD thing, which I kind of have. Okay, so yeah. Point is, give up when things are really bad and it's draining you to the ground and you feel like the world is falling apart. Nothing you can do will help it. It's ruining your life. It's ruining your relationships. It's ruining your career. So give up. But don't give up if you believe in it. At the end of the day, if you still have hope, why not? But if the situation is toxic, 100% no. Okay? That's all I have for you today. I know it's very short, but it's the first episode, so we'll see what happens next. Love you guys. Do you guys like my nails? I did them myself. Okay, that's besides the point. Okay, bye guys. Love you. Peace.